Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now it's been about 2 weeks since I planted the garden, and as you can see, some things have taken off. Like these right here are some tomato plants, and there's peas and the squash. Here is some corn. There is some spinach in there. Here is some cabbages. There's some onions coming through here. These ones were already seeded. These ones I put in as seeds out here, and these ones had already been started inside, so they're a bit farther along. These ones were started inside, and these are bulbs because I was scared that I wouldn't have any onions, because the first batch of seeds I seeded, they died on me, so I got these bulbs, and that's why these are so much bigger than the rest of them. There is Swiss chard in there. This right here is cabbage, onions, more onions, scallions, more cabbage. Here is arugula, and they're my poor pepper plants. They're not much bigger than when I put them in 2 weeks ago. So I don't know what's going on with them. They're getting as much sunlight and everything else as all the rest, so we'll see how they do. And in the other bed here, where is it? Oh, my poor celery. Not doing so well. Broccoli, we put those in as seeds and they have sprouted up. That's another broccoli. That's cauliflower, also put in as seeds out here, and they sprung up. This one, not so much, but it's coming along. Here is my radishes. As you can see, 2 weeks in, and something is already eating at my little leaves. I researched a little bit, and I'm gonna watch it. They say watch it and don't go crazy, and I don't know, but this one is being eaten. Nothing is happening to this. This is the masculine in these four. One's a spicy and one's a salad one. And nothing is going on with those leaves. That's some flowers I planted in that one. Here is my carrots. And then back there, there's some tomatoes which are taking off. But once again, if you see there are some more peppers. Chili peppers, jalapeno peppers, and they're about the same size they were 2 weeks ago. So I don't know. And then there's some lettuce here, some romaine lettuce, and then I have some iceberg lettuce here. And this one here is cucumbers. And these are my peas. They seem to be coming up pretty good. And I sprouted these inside, and they're taking a while to come up as well. And this is where I first saw my leaves being eaten, probably about 3 or 4 days ago. So it hasn't progressed, so I guess that's a good thing. And these are beans, so we'll see how it comes along. And I just noticed today, if you can see that, they started on the tomato leaves. Now, the tomatoes are really important to us, so I mean everything's important, but tomatoes especially. So I think we're gonna have to do something about this, because there's too many leaves being eaten now. Started on the beans, and now it's going full course to the radishes there, and then some even in the other bed. And I'll show you here the driveway garden. It's kind of dark over here. The sun hasn't hit this yet, but here are the more carrots, a different variety, but they're coming in good. Have more onions. Here we have cabbage, and then this is a mystery plant. I'm not exactly sure. I think it's spinach, but I had 3 plants left over. They were all the same, so I planted them in a row and labeled them with a question mark, because I don't know what they are. I believe they're spinach. Then we have Brussels sprouts. There's some more cabbage. Here's some more cucumbers, and they've come out great. Oh my goodness, they have just jumped up over the last 2 weeks. Here we have celery. Now this bed over here is harder to weed than the 2 boxes, because the boxes, we knew where we planted everything. You know, there's 4, we kind of spaced them out evenly, and we knew where they were. So anything that came up as opposed to that, we knew was a weed. But over here it's like, ugh. We threw in some seeds and we don't know exactly where they went, so it's kind of harder to weed these over here. As you can see, I'm having a problem with ants over here. It came down hard pouring yesterday, so maybe that's driving them out of the ground, but as you can see, there's some big mounds over here. Yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that. These are peppers. Now, I actually staked, if you can see that little toothpick there, exactly in the center where I planted the seeds on the toothpicks. That's where they are. So I guess these other things are weeds? I don't know. These are some more tomatoes. They're in the cages. Kind of easier to do it that way because now I can see whether they're growing or not. These two, not so much. These ones have shut up pretty good. And then there's another one over in the back there that I had a couple of seeds left and I just threw them in to see what happened. Now, as far as the flowers, we've tried to weed. We're figuring these are the flowers. You know, we were going to play which one doesn't belong, which one's not the same. So we figured those are the flowers. There's not that many of them. So I don't know. And then we're going to we've already started weeding these. And we're just going to take the rest of them out. Here is lilac. No, lavender. I don't have any lilac. Lavender. Then we have like marigolds up here and other flowers. And again, I don't know what's weeds and what's not. So, and again, if you can see that, something's eating the leaves. We think it's the ants, because there are ants all over the place, and we have a problem with spiders out here as well, and there's like cobwebs all over the place, so I don't know. But anyway, this is 2 weeks worth of growth since we planted these things out here, and I think they're doing pretty good. I hope they're doing pretty good. I mean, this is our first year planting, so I have no idea. But anyway, that's my garden for now. I'll keep you updated. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, and these are the spices. These are chives, rosemary, basil, oregano. Oops. That one is thyme. Sorry about the lighting. That is cilantro, which hasn't come up yet. That one's parsley. And this is sage. Now the best one that's come up is the thyme, but as I said, it's only been, well actually these are less than 2 weeks because I planted these a couple of days after the garden, probably about 2 or 3 days after the garden I got around to these. So these are less time than 2 weeks, so we'll see. Thank you so much for watching. You have a good day.